Church right about now. Ain't nobody mad but the devil, because I know he did all he could to stop this day from coming. But God's able to do anything but fail. And all y'all that got families, you worried about your children, all you need to do is present yourself a living sacrifice. Come holy! Come holy! And God will do the same thing for you. He'll do the same thing for you. He don't have any respective person. But I'm glad tonight. I'm excited for you, son. It's been a long time coming. You know, I heard you really pursue the purpose. I want you to know, when God made you, you unique. And you understand it's your purpose. Can't nobody else do what you do. Can't nobody else bring a word like you bring. Can't nobody be as profound as you can be. So don't even worry about it. Just keep doing you. And when you're doing you, everything gonna be all right. I'm glad about it tonight. Somebody say, well, he ain't get loud like his dad. He ain't supposed to. Because guess what? God put in him what God needed. Now, don't get mad with me. Somebody say, look, you can rump it or like it tonight. I always call him Little Bruce. He was Bruce Jr. with his own uniqueness, with his own swagger, with his own style. Yeah, I admire my son. They got style. They had their own swagger. I used to watch them ride them on $500 cars, but they had style. Y'all ain't talking to me. I mean, God's an awesome God. I just come to have a good time. I just come to tell God thank you. See, you don't know. See, some of y'all wrestling and struggling with the children. Just keep bringing them to church. I kept them on the back seat in prayer service. They was the last one to go home, the first one to get there. We locked the church up and we opened it up. But guess what? That's what God will do it. That thing that they was hating, it sounded to me like they love it tonight. They love it. They love it. They love it. You got to tell your children when they get to complaining, do it till they love it. Do it till they start saying, I think I just like going to church. Are we going some more? Bless the Lord tonight. I wish I get some real pants in the house. You want results, then you got to lay some things down. You got to tell God, as for me, look around and all them up in the house. Somebody say, we gonna serve the Lord. Well, I decreed it in the house, and guess what? Yeah. They all serve it. They ain't jacklegs, they ain't fornicating, they ain't committing no adultery. With their wives happy, their husband happy. Some of y'all wives need to give me a big kiss, because guess what? They walking like they daddy walk. That's how come you look good and they treat you good. Go ahead, Bishop. And I know my daughter know how to love her man. Because my daughter, she loves her daddy. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Somebody, y'all at least, y'all take me to dinner, because see, what y'all experience is behind what I spoke over their life. What I laid hands over their life. God's an awesome God. You don't want to give no credit, but guess what? When I pull the strap out, I whoop behind, pull up a chair, preach an hour or two, and then I say, now it's time to go to bed. That's how come you're a little long-winded, well. I told him it was going to be like that one day, because when passion get down on the inside, so you got passion. When you got passion, you decide that somebody going to get. We bless the Lord tonight. Son, I encourage you. I bless God for you. I'm the proudest man that I could ever be. My sons and daughters never shamed me. And I tell you, you do this. You tell me that like I told you. Once y'all got too big, I could beat you, but I didn't want to fight you. When I can't whoop you, I don't want to fight you. I told you, I said, look, if you love me, you obey me. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, your son, he loves you. All you got to do is say, son, you love me, obey me. You know, that's what Jesus tells us. He said, if you love him, obey him. That's why you're an obedient child. You're an obedient child. My children are obedient children. They're obedient, they're dedicated, they're committed, they hold fast, they ain't backbiters, they ain't slanderers, they just do the right thing. Because guess what? That's what they seen. The right thing. It got exemplified before them. I thank God for you tonight. I want to encourage you. Don't worry. You know, I waited because I know my family was my first ministry. And I had sons, I had daughters, and it was some other pastors. Their sons and daughters were raising hell all over town. And I sit down and I recognized call can be there a long time, but the call away, God was getting me ready. So when I made my proclamation, I made it clear. My sons and daughters didn't get called in the ministry. That's my walk. But I didn't say they wouldn't going to get called, but at that time, it was my time. All you got to do is just decree. Levi, whatever you do, I told you before, you got this name. And if anybody, I will come get you. You can get big, but you can't take two Buffords down. Two Bruces on one, we'll rip the hound out of you. Ain't nothing you can do. And like he said, my bench ain't got weak. I might be down to 225, but I'm getting 15 reps. That just means the longer going to be on your behind. Listen, there's certain things you just got to do right. You know, I find this, I want you to know it. When he can't get you, he'll try to get your seed. And that's all it is. You fasted, you was ready. But you know, the enemy want to sneak around and he'll try to get what's in your heart. But don't worry about it. When you go home, just decree a thing. You can claim that because that's yours. I want you to know, just lay hands on it and say, Levi, you mine. I love you with all my heart. You know, I told you before. I said, son, I die for you. Because I am king, priest, and prophet of the house. See, some of y'all fathers be looking, no. Your children need to know I die for you. I lay it down. If it was a bullet to take, I'd take it for my children. I wanted them to understand because I was the king, I was the priest, and I was the prophet of the house. And I was willing to do what it takes to get them so they could fulfill their purpose in the destiny that God created them for. I told them ahead of time. Some of y'all worry about them going to jail. Tell them you ain't going to jail. God didn't create anything. He didn't make you to go to jail. You ought to tell your children, he didn't make this, he didn't make that. Begin to speak it over their life, anoint them and begin to claim what's yours. Time out for scared kids. I don't know how they're going to react. They're going to react in the Holy Ghost. That's how they're going to react. Let me encourage you tonight, son. God bless you. I'm going to tell you, like God told his son. He said, son, I am well pleased. I've watched your life. I've seen you grow in integrity. You're a blessing. Everybody that meets you, they got good things to say. All I can do is smile. They say, your son, he looks like you. He has such a beautiful spirit. And I'm glad about that tonight. Don't worry about the call. You ready? He's been preparing you since the beginning of time. What he tell Jeremiah, I knew you. Before you were ever in your mother's womb, he already had your purpose and destiny set. And I'm just glad that you're not going to take potential to the grave. I'm glad that purpose not going to go to grave in your life. I'm glad about that tonight. And I just want you to know, I'm proud of you. I'm not sure. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of you. I am proud of you. You represent me well. And I thank God for you. Most of all, I just thank God for the word. And let me say this. I'm going to sit down. Faith comes by hearing and hearing of the word. I didn't say sitting under it. I didn't say being around. I said hearing it. And once individuals start hearing the word and getting the word, because it says in all you're getting, get. And folk need to get some understanding. Get some understanding. Because you in a faith fight. Faith will work if you're working. Son, God bless you. I just want to hug you. I want to kiss you. You know, on my day of consecration, my father transferred something in me. I want to make a transfer. See, certain things only a father can do. I didn't say somebody that planted a seed. I said a father. And I've been a father. I know what I've been. It didn't happen by accident. It's on purpose. See, folk be doing, I didn't do this on accident. God spoke to me. He gave me understanding, let me know. And see, that's what's wrong with a lot of folk. I don't know what to do. Well, ask God if you don't know. If you like wisdom, ask God. You don't know how to be parents, ask God. It was on purpose. I used to let you slobber and drool on me. Y'all the only ones that peed on me and throwed up on me. Only one. Every night, you know, I used to drop you quite a bit. My mama used to say, my first son, I was happy. I'd be getting off on second shift, he rolled down my leg every night. She said, the boy ain't gonna have good sense. You drop him every night. But I was stroking. I've seen your potential. And I say there's great potential in you. And I want you to get this because one year when you desired to play football, nobody knew what you could do.